In the walls throughout halls of a Four Seasons loft. In Austin, I saw, pause. My eyes crawled to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, focus reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, running from ear to ear. Craving that raven and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, in paradise. We know our purpose. In paradise, in paradise. We know what our worth is. In paradise, in paradise. We manifest dreams. In paradise, in paradise. Truth is what you can.
Yes, it is. Truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. I'm your host, Matt Clark, and we're coming to you from my office today. And it's been a while since I've done the live stream in my house. Usually I'm out and about in remote locations, but today it didn't get done. And so we're joined by my guy, William Tisdale. Are you there, William?
Yes, sir. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing good, man. Just trying to recover from last night. Went out and had some dinner, had a really good meeting, and went and had some dinner at Rococo's, and got in trouble with the chef because the owner was telling me about the ribeyes that they had. They just got in. They were yet to be cut because they were for tomorrow. Yeah, it was for this weekend's special, Friday night special. So the chef wasn't too pleased that he had to cut me out a steak. He wasn't happy about it at all. Yeah,
that's a good problem. That's a good problem to have, there, man. I mean, that is that's what you call the ultimate respect.
Yeah, well, I appreciated it, and he didn't really have the sides. He goes, I don't even know what I'm making up for it yet. I'm like, well, brother, just make me up some clam chowder or whatever. I'm good. And he ended up making me some potato soup that was fantastic. So, but the ribeye was, oh man. I can't tell you, medium rare. Boy, it was good. It was good. How are you doing now? How's Tulsa?
I'm doing good, man. You don't have to take me there. Now you done made me hungry. My mouth is just drooling. I'm glad we're on the radio and not on TV. I look a mess right now, but you got to take me to Coco's when I come back over.
Oh, yeah, we definitely will go see. We'll go to Rococo's, man. It is fantastic. And, we even had a crab cake at the end. And, the crab cakes are fantastic. It's just a great place to eat. And then I will tell you this, William, every other Monday they have fried chicken Monday.
Oh, now is the chicken good? I mean, now we know chicken. Now, I mean, is it good?
Oh, yeah, bro. I wouldn't be recommending it if it wasn't.
Okay, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, it's every other Monday. And a couple Mondays ago, I guess we were there maybe about a month ago, and he had the cheese grits and collard greens mixed with it.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Had some Louisiana hot sauce too mixed to put on the chicken. Oh man, it was.
And then they do the ribeyes on the weekend.
Well, no, this was just a special, and they normally have ribeyes there, but it was just a special. And because I asked them if they had the tomahawk steaks, because that's really what I wanted, a tomahawk. And he goes, no, but we have the ribeyes. We just got in some fresh ribeye today. They had just got it in that day, hadn't even been cut up, nothing. And
wow.
So that's why the chef was a little not too happy about the owner doing that, but the owner's my boy, and that's kind of how that is, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
Oh man, but we had a fantastic dinner. It was delicious. But yeah, we got to go, man. You'll love it, and I promise you, it's delicious.
So Monday is the day to be there. Monday is the day for us to go.
Like this past Monday, so the next time they will have it is, let me pull up my calendar here. The next time they'll have it would be Labor Day, that Monday, Labor Day.
I'm going to be in Dallas on Monday, Labor Day. I'll have to catch you that next week after that.
The 19th.
Yeah.
September 19th.
Count me in on that. I'm coming up. Tell them to cook some extra chicken. Tell them I'm a little bit bigger than you are.
Yeah, well, you get a full chicken.
And that's plenty.
You get a full chicken. And then, of course, Mark loves the breasts. So I usually switch him out. And I give him a breast, and he gives me a couple of his thighs, and I give him my breast. So that works.
Okay.
That works out well for us. Because I love that dark meat. He likes that white meat. So I'm like, whatever, man. I mean, I'll eat a breast, but I prefer a thigh. I like that juicy dark meat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's just,
I'm starting to like that price when the price got so high on breast and wings. I went back to eat thighs as well, man. They taste real good now.
Well, hey, how about they all of a sudden there's a bunch of wings. They had a wing
I know.
shortage, and now
There's
there's a bunch of wings. What happened with that? Well, I mean, are they real?
No, they probably, it's probably like the whole Madden. You know how he used to have 8 legs on the turkey during Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, whatever that.
That's probably what they did. They probably started growing chickens with 8 wings on them to increase the production.
Well, all I know is how do you go from there may not be any wings at the end of the year to now we have a surplus of wings? Are they really wings? I mean, where are you getting them from? I mean, are you sure? So. We got
some of them are so big. Hey, some of them are so big they look like that. They look like other parts of the chicken. I'm like, man, these are some of the largest wings I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So they may be cloned wings.
Oh man, I agree with that 100%. It makes me a little nervous, man. You know what I'm saying? It makes me a little nervous.
Yeah.
But then also, I can tell you this. Now, if you ever come down on a Thursday, we'll go to my other spot, Ned's Starlight. They have every Thursday they have fried chicken, livers, and gizzards. With gravy and homemade rolls every Thursday.
No, you hit it out the ballpark when you said gizzards, boy. Man.
If you want to come in on a Thursday, man, we can go to Rococo. We'll go to Ned's Starlight Lounge because what happens is every other Wednesday, I'm at one or the other. So yesterday I was at Rococo's. Next Wednesday I will be at Ned's. So I switch up.
Okay.
And they have wings Wednesday. And I can tell you what, boy, I'm going to tell you, hey, their dry rub that they put on their wings and their onion rings.
Yeah. Well, count me in. I know what days I'll be over there now. You solidified those days. So that works out good.
So either day we can do Rococo's or we can do Ned's. If you do Monday, you can do a Thursday. Either one. And I would tell you with Thursday with those homemade rolls, man, and they're about you can't see me, but they're really thick. Oh. Boy, with that gravy, oh man!
Right? Okay, no, it's on. Yeah, I'm ready to come put some damage on put some damage on those restaurants over there.
Hey, and then of course we're going with our boy Mark, so you already know what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. That's a whole new. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm still recovering from the night out with Mark. Yeah.
Oh, well, y'all went.
We went to the concert. Yeah, we had a blast, man. But I just recovered 2 days ago from that great time we had.
Well, I'm glad that you did it. And is that you, Drew? Are you on?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear him, William?
Yes, sir.
I can hear William. What's happening, William?
What's going on, Drew?
Yeah, I'm standing on a high rise in Denver, Colorado. I was watching the rain.
Man. Pity you. You say you're watching the rain.
Yeah, damn near. It's about to. I just sent you a picture, Matt. Look at that rain coming in over the mountains.
Oh, let me see. Let me check it out here. Oh man, well you better get your ass inside. What the hell are you doing, man? You on a roof, boy? Hey,
we got to make that money. Yeah, got to make that money.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot you got to do that. But so William, the golf tournament is Monday. Tell us about some of the updates that we had since the last time we talked.
Yeah, well, some of the updates is that we have gotten a nice little weekend. It starts Saturday night. There's a top ranked boxing going on out at Hard Rock Casino. Just for those of you that's listening, we're not doing it at Tulsa Country Club this year. We're doing it at the Hard Rock Casino, which is out off of Highway 44, and I think it's 193rd in Catoosa, Oklahoma. But it's a beautiful course. It's a Pat Dye course. It'll be fun. So it'll kick off Saturday night with the top ranked boxing, Bob Aaron production, Hard Rock. You host that every year. So it'll be fun. Then Sunday night is like a meet and greet, and then Monday we get up and lose balls and throw clubs in the water and everything else we do.
Hey, William, Drew knows all about throwing clubs, man, and losing balls off the cart path, man. He knows all about
Hopefully
that.
They don't have a GPS on your cart. Don't play golf with Matt. He'll tell you there's holes in the wrong direction. He's got 4 math skills too. He doesn't really keep count of his strokes too well either.
Oh wow, really? Is that what you're doing now? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing? Wow.
But if William played with it, he knows that. I'm not telling him anything to him now.
Well, when William and I play, we're just having fun. We don't keep score. We're just having somebody else do that. And so I don't know what.
Yeah. When we play, I'm like, oh, that feels like a birdie. Oh, that felt like a par. I don't care if it's on the 10th shot or not. That's the way I keep score. Boy, that felt like a birdie.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, we don't want Drew playing with us. I can promise you that. That's a bad idea, bro. We get him on it. It's terrible. Well, actually, I don't know if he on a par 5. If you hit the golf cart or the golf path in the right place, that might work out well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's a hole out there that you want to aim at the golf cart. I mean, at the golf cart. It can give you some extra yards, but it's a beautiful course. It's a tough. The what used to be the back nine, front nine is now the front nine. That's a pretty tough deal, but it'll be fun, man. We got quite a few people. I think we have just about a little over a flight and a half that's going to take off, and it'll be big fun, man. It'll be some real golf. You know, it always amazes me when you go to these golf tournaments and people turn in scores at 23 under. You know, and then you look at them, they come in 45 minutes after everybody else is finished.
Yeah, that happened last time. Time. We were like, wait, what?
That's why you go into those things. You just go to have fun, not to win, because somebody's gonna, like you said, shoot 25 under, and I'm gonna throw the BS flag.
Oh yeah. That is the, and we kind of starting. I mean, I've been to enough of these. You can kind of tell which ones are gonna use the pencils without the erasers, and the ones that have extra erasers on their pencils.
You know how that is. I mean, yeah. So, man, and is RW? He's coming, right?
Yeah.
Be there about the 5th hole.
Yeah. That's what they think. I made it right last year. 5th hole. Spud Webb will be here. Anthony Bowie will be here. Tommy Harris will be here. So it's gonna be a fun time, man. There's a lot of people coming in. Of course, this year Tulsa hosted the PGA, so that impacted some of the corporate dollars, but it did not impact the number of players that's coming out to play this year. So it's still time to sign up, but like you said, we're filling up quick, but it'll be fun. And I forgot to mention Matt Clark from OSU, the second greatest school in the state, is going to be there as well.
Wow. The second greatest school. Wow.
I think we should make him play in their original uniforms.
We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Hey, that uniform will be a tourniquet on it.
You two are wrong, man. Y'all are so wrong.
Some ace bandages out.
Wow. You guys aren't right, man. How y'all gonna treat me like that, man?
Yeah, I know I couldn't even put mine on, so I shouldn't even be giving him a hard time on that.
Well, I tell you what, I tried to put mine on, and it wasn't pretty. It was not pretty, brother. It was not pretty at all. I mean, I got one arm up. I was like, looked like a T-Rex or something. I'm like, God dang. It was horrible. I could not get it on, but it was fun. It was fun. So, well, we're looking forward to being there Monday. I'll be there Sunday. Now, Sunday, we're going to the Greenville Museum, right? Is that what we're doing Sunday?
Yeah, the Greenwood Rising Museum is a tour there. It'd be really good. You guys enjoy that. Everybody that decides to go will really enjoy it. It's a very impressive museum that captures the history of Greenwood, and that'll be a fun time. And then after that, there's a little meet and greet. Probably be more greeting than meeting, because I think most people will know each other or know of each other.
Yeah, that's true.
And so. But yeah, it's a fun. It turned out to be a fun weekend. This is the. I think we used to do it over Labor Day, but it's always a fun Monday. It's kind of winding summer down, and it's for a good deal. We have a recipient prosthesis recipient this year that
Oh man.
has really gone through. So that's what we do every year, at least one prosthesis for those that with the inability to afford it or the insurance. Most of the time insurance will cover what they call a stick or what they used to refer to as a peg leg. I don't think that's proper terminology. Yeah. But now these are full blown limbs and prostheses and I mean, it's first class. I mean, and so we spare no cost to make certain that somebody have a quality of life, even after experience a traumatic experience.
Yeah, that's why I'm so excited about it. And plus, by the way, Drew, we'll be doing the show from the Hard Rock at 2:00 on Monday. So we'll be there.
On Monday?
And, on Monday I'm gonna do the show, and that way William can be on, and hopefully we can get everybody on. Now, did you get the Weiberg and Castiglione to come, or is it just gonna be the Mosier and Coach B?
Right now it's supposed to be Mosier and Coach, but I think Castiglione may go. I'm waiting to hear back from. I think that the last I heard, I think that Weiberg gave a real long pause, so he may surprise us and be here. But I don't want to commit him just yet. But I wouldn't be surprised. It's a 50-minute drive from Stillwater if they just come and. The support from both schools, man, has been overwhelming. So I'm pretty certain if he's able to be there,
he will be.
Yeah, he will be. And so, we're excited, and always appreciative of all the golfers that come out as well.
Yeah, it was Drew. Last year we had a good time. Last year at the Tulsa Country Club. And this time I'm spending the night. By the way, I talked to Fred and got that all squared away, so I'll be up Sunday and spend the night Sunday. And then be ready. Because last year, Drew, I was supposed to be there at 7. Shotgun started at 8. I showed up, got there at 7:30. Took me about 4 or 5 holes. But, man, I said, oh, my God, I'll never do this again. Being older, not old, but older, you need to stretch out a little bit.
Just between us, Matt, that's the same thing. Older and older are the same. It's just one has a contraction at the end of it, but they're the same. I mean, you got the same aches and pain and all of that, but
yeah, that's that 100%, 100%. Well, hey, we're gonna jump into it right now, William. I don't know if you heard. We're gonna go to the NBA news first. Patrick Beverly to the Lakers for Talon Horton-Tucker and Stanley Johnson. Now, the question is whether the Indiana Pacers would trade for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner for Russell and the 27 and 29 unprotected picks for the Lakers. What are your thoughts?
I don't think Indiana would do that deal. I think that they're past. The Simons are pretty frugal when it comes to building a team. I've been familiar with them. That's who drafted Wayman right out of college, was the Pacers. And so I don't see them taking on a big ticket like that. I think it would be a lateral move. So,
I think they said that they're trying to just buy Russell out. Russell doesn't want any part of it. He wants all of his $47 million.
Mm-hmm.
And then
sure
he want to be waived, get paid, and get waived and go sign with somebody else.
Well, because because I think Drew and I had talked about that, about him not wanting to. He wants all $47 million. He doesn't want to be bought out because the Lakers were trying to buy him out. He didn't want any part of it. He wants his whole $47 million.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't blame him.
I don't either.
Yeah, but the whole point is, to me, his ego is what gets him in trouble, and has gotten him in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks he is better than what he is, no matter what. So what is your thought process on it, Drew? What do you think about that trade or about that possible trade?
Man, I like the trade. I think Oladipo helps immediately just because he doesn't make bonehead mistakes.
Well, it would be Buddy Hield and Miles Turner.
Yeah, so deep is in Miami.
I was talking about Oladipo. Did you see that?
No, they're trying to add him too.
Yeah, they're trying to add Oladipo in the mix.
Well, he did well for the Thunder, except he and Russell didn't get along.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and he had a good year for the Heat last year too. I mean, he filled in when Jimmy Butler was out a couple, so that's a good. He still got a little. I think he got a little bit left in the tank.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I agree. I agree. But the Lakers, Drew and I were laughing about them starting Austin Reeves. I'm like, if you start Austin Reeves, you're not even trying to get to the playoffs. I know he's an OU guy, but to me, he's just like Lindy Waters. They're G League players. They're not NBA players.
Right.
They're G League
Right.
players.
Yeah.
That's not.
Well,
That's
and
not
then,
trying to
and
be
then,
mean
and
to
then you look
them.
at LeBron signing $200 million or whatever it is over his time with the Lakers, and I mean, the only person that really wouldn't got any help was AD.
Yep.
I mean, Westbrook. I don't think Westbrook. Anybody outside of LeBron's immediate circle thought Westbrook was going to be helped. Anybody around the league didn't.
Well, William, what we talked about is saying that the Lakers were going to trade for Buddy Hield last year, and they were going to
DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, and DeMar DeRozan. They were going to have the same team that they had now or before that they won the championship with, and then they were going to add Buddy Hield and DeMar DeRozan, and LeBron wanted AD and what's our other guy's name?
Westbrook and Carmelo.
I mean, you wanted Carmelo and Westbrook, yeah.
Well, I think that for me, you could, the hindsight is 2020.
Sure.
Every place Russ had gone before, I think he may be egotistical, but every place he had gone before, he had taken the team or been part of a playoff team. I think he's just one of those players that has such a high energy game that when he falls off 10%, it's noticeable. And so
sure.
I could see why LeBron would want to Russell because he's a scrapper. Buddy Hield is more of a spot up shooter. DeRozan, now I love DeRozan.
Yep,
put him, you put him inside a 15, 18 foot, just put it in the book. So that would have been a good one. But I still think at the end of the day, AD being hurt and his inability to be counted on impacted the season that they had last year.
Yep.
100%.
Well, the Lakers.
And DeRozan's an LA guy too.
Yep.
He's from LA.
Well,
that just made sense.
But did you guys know that with Russell, AD, and LeBron on the court all together, they had a losing record? Did you guys know that?
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Well, when you look at it, none of them are a consistently good shooter. All of them kind of require space to be good, So, but also, Mac, you understand chemistry too. I mean, if you play 2 games together and you're out 8 games, you're never going to get that chemistry.
Right.
So,
no rhythm. Yeah, no rhythm. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. The rhythm is very. I think that's been the biggest thing that people didn't realize that year after Harden had left. I mean, we had a chemistry. Perkins was no superstar, but he knew his role, and they had a good streak. They got on a run, the rotation was good. And it worked,
season,
and so,
a shortened season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you go back and you look at look at Toronto, nobody knew who Hakeem and all of those were. I mean, everybody knew who, but nobody expected them to win the overall championship. So, I do hear when people say, this was their record when it was together. I just don't think they have time to really gel and mesh and become a good unit long enough.
Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. Now to get to our OKC Thunder.
What did we call that? Did we call that?
We called it about not being healthy. There's just no question about that, man.
Freaking pickup game.
Thunder news.
Unbelievable.
Chet's gonna miss the entire season with his Liz Frank injury.
Are you serious?
The whole season.
Yeah, he's done for the year.
Done for the year.
Is that by surgery or that's by choice?
Surgery. They're gonna do surgery. When you do that surgery for the Liz Frank, it's a good 6 months, 7 months.
Oh yeah.
So
that's it. Did Dion have that surgery?
Well,
did Dion have it?
Dion had it.
Cowboys?
Yep, he had it.
Yeah.
But the problem is it doesn't bode well for big guys. But of course, that was back in the day. This is new technology, new way of doing things, and it may make a difference. But I did a deal here. You guys can't really see it, but it says notable guys who've missed their first and/or second seasons. Ben Simmons missed his
Zion, right
first
at the
year.
top of the list.
Ben Simmons missed his first year, Rookie of the Year. Blake Griffin missed his Rookie of the Year. Remember, he missed his first year,
Yeah.
came back, Rookie of the Year. Joel Embiid, Nerlens Noel, Michael Porter, and then of course you're talking about Zion.
Yep.
But when you look at this group, so it is a way for him to come back. He will get stronger. Gain some weight. Being in the weight room and things like that, that's going to help. Don't you guys think that will kind of help the Thunder as far as him being able to sit on the sidelines and be able to watch and be able to learn and get in the weight room and gain some weight, if possible?
Yeah, from my perspective, there's one or two train of thoughts. I mean, if that's your first injury, if you think about when Bowie was selected and what's the kid out of Ohio State, Odom. If that's your first injury, man, it takes you years to get past the feeling of what that injury felt like. So, I think that getting stronger is one thing, but you just have to think about the mental impact that it may have had on him. I tore my knee. I played through high school and was fine, and I tore my knee my senior year. And while I eventually got over it, it took me a year and a half after being recovered to get confidence in that leg again. So there's a lot of things that go through. I think people say, hey, you lift weights, you get strong, you strengthen this deal, but the one thing you can't strengthen is the muscle between those two ears, between your ears. So that would be my concern.
Right.
I
agree 100%. Okay, we're going to take a quick break so we can, pay some bills with the sponsors, and then we'll be right back with my guys, William Tisdale of the Wayman Tisdale Foundation.org and my boy Drew Henthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our guys at Collaborative Logic. If you have any IT needs, these guys will take care of you. If you've got computers, networking going down, these guys, they can remote in and 90% of the time take care of it that way. Our guys over at SRB with Mark Long to do any engineering, surveying, or planning. Oak Grove Trucking. My guy Jose Fierro, if you got something, he's got his dump trucks to help you out with the big rocks and dirt removal. And then Greg and Max Nafee at Nafco. Those are my peeps over there. Then last but not least, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
A bank that made things happen.
Yes, they do. And of course, they are an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. You can pre-qualify for any cars, houses, boats. Be like Drew and have an RV. Do you have an RV? Do you have an RV, William?
No. The kids, I bought my grandbaby stuff, so I guess technically it's just not one you can ride in.
You have access to one, is what you're saying.
Yes, sir. My good friend Drew has one.
Exactly.
Oh man, that cracks me up. But anyway, back on the Thunder thing. I tore my knee up in the same thing you did, and I came back, and it took me a good year. But just sitting on the sidelines and watching the team get hammered, knowing that you could have made a difference, messes with you as well, William. You know what I'm saying? And Drew, you know about that as well with your ankle.
Oh yeah, I mean, I tore my ankle up twice, and just like William was saying, I mean, that first year back, you're scared to jump off it. You won't push off, and if you can't push off, and you're checked, and you're already struggling guarding the pick and roll, you're gonna be a world of hurt if you don't trust that ankle.
Yeah.
Well, because they're gonna come at it with the pick and roll.
Oh yeah.
The NBA's favorite weapon, the pick and roll. And and that's the thing now with the Thunder, and we're gonna go over their schedule here in a minute, William. But my deal with this thing with Chet is this is how I look at it. Here's a chance for him to get stronger, which is what he needs. Yep. He needs to gain some sort of muscle. Okay. Some sort of muscle. And you and I both know, all three of us know, if you sit around, you're gonna get a little fat.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna
Oh
put some
yeah.
pounds on, okay? You're gonna get some lbs if you're sitting around, you're not doing a lot. You're going to gain some weight simply because you ain't doing it. Now, it may not be gaining in the right way, the right
Right. Yeah.
places, but you're gonna gain some weight. I mean, you got no choice. So that might help him, and then he can maybe turn that into some muscle. But anyway, my take is that gives him a chance to really sit down, see the system, see what we're doing, see how he can insert himself into different places. Like I can, the next year when he comes back, oh, that's a good spot for me. I can use this. And, they can play off each other, and it gives him a chance to really see how he could help the offense the following year, which I think they'll be even better next year simply because of the weapons that they have this year with the players. Now, have you seen them play at all, William? Did you watch any of the Summer
Yeah.
League?
I watched some of the summer league. I followed Gonzaga last year quite a bit. I mean, like I said, I saw flashes of brilliance. He reminded me of Porzingis a little bit, a little thinner Porzingis.
Uh-huh.
But like you said, do you think he's going to play center, or you think he's going to be a stretch forward? What do you think his ultimate position will be when he comes back?
What do you think, Drew?
I think he's going to have to be a stretch four. I don't think he's got the strength to be a center. I mean, he's going to have to be a stretch four and develop that 3-point shot and that little baseline jumper and probably that little free throw line jumper. I mean, he's not going to get in there and bang, or he's going to be on the IL again.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have the body. He doesn't have the body, dude. I agree 100% with William. I mean, he's a Porzingis, and Porzingis, hell, he didn't ever step foot in the lane. Very rarely.
Yep, he no.
Right.
No, he did not. And still got hurt.
Yeah.
And that was the bad part about it. Now, this is what we're going to be able to go over this. Here's the Thunder roster, guys. Okay, your guards are Shea, Josh Giddey, Trey Mann, Theo Mallet. Well, they don't count. Okay. Shea, Trey Mann, Josh, and JW, which is the Jalen Williams from Santa Clara, which we'll all will agree has been a definite star for the Thunder. I did not see him coming. I'm like, who the hell is this kid from Santa Clara? What'd you think of his performance, William?
I think that it'll be. I'm still up in the air. I think that the kid has potential, but Matt, the key thing is if the system fits you, you're going to perform and be a lot more comfortable a lot quicker than if you're trying to adjust to the system. And I think that's going to be the telling sign of what each of these kids will give us this year.
Yep, I agree. Then you have Lou Dort and Kendrick Williams, and then, of course, Aaron Wiggins, who they just keep dropping him down, which I don't know. I like him a lot. They prefer Kendrick Williams over him, and I just don't. I don't understand it, but, I'm not there at practice. All three of us know. You got to be at practice. If you ain't at practice, you don't know what the hell's going on. You don't see what's happening behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how they practice. You don't know what's going on. And then they have Chet and Mike Muscala as your centers. And your forwards are Darius Baisley and Jeremiah Robinson Earl. And Baisley can't play. I don't know why they even have him up here. He can't play.
Yeah.
He can't play.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You need to cut your losses. He can't play.
The kid from Arkansas is going to have to play, Matt. I know we kind of disagree on that. He's going to have to play.
Now he will play now because he's the only true center that they have.
Yeah.
And I think that you add Muscala and him at your center, and that's going to help him grow. Actually, it'll probably end up helping the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen.
Oh yeah, it's gonna. If you can get a silver lining out of any of it, that kid's gonna get to play.
Yep.
And he can run and he can jump and he's got a decent little jumper and he's athletic. I mean, I think he's gonna be a nice addition.
Now that's the kid he's talking about from Arkansas, William.
Right. Is that the shot blocker?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that dominated Chet.
Yeah, one that dominated Chet in the grade 8 or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. That's what. I think, like I said, he has the potential to be a really good, a good addition to the team. I mean, I think his potential level.
He reminds me a little bit of a poor man's Rodman.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's not afraid to go chase that ball. He'll run through a brick wall to go get it.
Yep. And I think and OKC needs that.
Yeah, I guess the question I have for you guys is this here: how do you like the offense that the Thunder are trying to run? I mean, what's your thought on?
Well, last year, I was watching it play, and SGA was averaging 22 a game. And when I first started doing my show, and one of the things that I noticed, I was like, okay, he's got to be more assertive because you have a bunch of guys trying to shoot threes, and that offense was not working because you don't have shooters. What would we, Drew, rank 29th or 28th in three-point percentage or something stupid like that?
29th, I think. Yeah, it was crazy. It was low.
It was horrible. So now, of course, we got the best shooting coach in the NBA coming on that we stole from San Antonio. So that's going to help some. But the way that they run their offense is based on threes, and I was talking about that. I was as SGA needs to go from 22 to 27. They need to cut down their threes by about 8 to 10 shots per game. And rely more on the inside and shoot mid-range. And then once they started doing that, they started winning. So as long as they have that same mentality, it's going to be fine. But Josh Giddey has to learn how to shoot the damn basketball. I'm sorry. 28% from three is just not going to cut it.
Yeah.
Well, I think like you said, the issue that I've always seen, and I guess it's not just the Thunder, but a lot of teams, it's just so much spot up and stand around and one-on-one. And I'm just trying to figure out, SGA has that ability to go to the hole and drive,
Him and Josh both. Josh does too.
Yeah, and so, I'm just thinking, if they, is it a mental block, because a lot of the guys that we pick to be shooters, they go someplace else and they all of a sudden find their shot. We bring them somewhere and they have a shot and they lose it when they come here.
I.e. Muscala.
Muscala. Well, he shot 43%.
Oh, boy.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
He shot 43%, Drew. It is what it is. He shot 43%.
But how many shots you take, 10?
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe. But you know what? He was a role player. He wasn't, because what he gives you on offense, he kills you on defense.
Yeah.
He can't move his feet.
Yeah.
He can't push. He can't rebound. I forget what game it was. We were winning. They missed the free throw. He gets pushed under the basket. I think it was Chicago, gets the rebound, goes up, puts it back in. We lose the game. I'm like, bro, all you got to do is rebound. It's 7 seconds to go in the game. What do you don't know how to rebound? So that was frustrating.
Isn't Giddey a defensive liability as well?
Yes, he's a little bit of what. Yes, I agree. But the whole thing is, what the Thunder did, I think, is they started when they got the big kid. I forget his name now. Oh my God, Sar. When they got Sar last year, the 7-footer, he was in there and he kind of helped a little bit, even though he killed you offensively. Other than he could dunk, that was it. But he did give you some sort of protection in the paint, and I think Jalen Williams will give you that. And I agree with Drew 100% that I think he'll be the unforeseen star of the Thunder.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's going to be a crowd favorite. I can guarantee you that. He's like Williams said. He's going to run through a brick wall and dive into the stands and block a shot and run down the floor with his number one finger up in the air. He's going to be great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I think, my thing is this. I think that they have the offense they're going to have to run is SGA has to be assertive again because nobody can stop him going to the basket. That's clear. He going to finish. But you got to be able to knock down that corner three. Because when they drive and they double team, he's going to kick it to you. You've got to be able to knock down that shot. If not, just get one dribble and come up and do a 15-foot 2-point shot. That works as well. Scoring works. Whether it's 2 or 3, it still works. So, but I agree, William.
I can tell you, I will be taking the under every game.
William, his deal
Can't
is
spell thunder without the under.
He is ridiculous. And speaking of that, we're gonna cut to the Drew Henthorn Husker DrewPicks.com. You got the.
Boy, you better have a fire extinguisher with you because 14-2 is ringing loud over the last 3 days.
He's 14-2 this week thus far on his picks. William, 14-2. Okay, Drew, you got the Yankees. You got my Yankees. You're welcome, by the way, taking care of business against those Mets.
Well, they did help my Braves out. That was within one game of the Mets. I like it.
But you got the Astros at -177.
Yeah, they're just Astros are on fire at home in Minute Maid. That's such a bandbox.
Yeah.
They're tough to beat down there.
Hey, William, have you ever been down to Minute Maid to watch a game?
Not yet.
Well, you got to.
I've been.
You got to
Is
put
it,
that
is it
on
a
your list.
nice stadium?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I've been down. Love Reliant, man. Love it down there, man. We got to sit in the end zone suites of the Texas TCU. Was it TCU OSU? It was TCU and somebody in one of the whatever bowl, the Houston Bowl or something like that. They got to be in there. It was really good. Drew, you got the Cubs plus 107.
Yeah, that was not looking good right now, but it's early. It's in the fourth inning at Wrigley, and anything can happen at Wrigley with wind blowing out today.
And then of course your Rockies are now on the road with the Mets, over 7.
Yeah, the Mets are minus 450 tonight.
Wow.
I mean, that's unbelievable in a baseball game. I mean, you don't ever see that. I mean, you might see with the Yankees playing the Twins or something like that, but you don't ever see the Mets minus 450. I mean, you have that $450 win $100. I mean,
insane.
That's crazy. That's almost tempting to put 100 on the Rockies.
Yeah. Yes, to go the other way.
I mean,
and then of course you have your Rays to top it off at minus 175. Yep. What do you like about the Rays?
Let's see here. Let me back up. The Rays right now. The Rays are up 8-2 in the 8th inning. That's what I like about it, Matt.
Oh, that's what he likes about it. That's what he likes. He likes winning. That's what he likes. That's what he likes. He likes winning.
And the Angels have mailed it in. The Angels aren't going to make the playoffs, and they've mailed it in. And the Rays are still fighting for that wild card. So
now, do you watch a lot of baseball, William?
No, I'm not a big fan. I watch it when it gets into the playoffs, but during the regular season, I kind of lose focus a little bit. I start watching it and watches me for a little while, and I'll go away and seem like it's still in the bottom of the third. So I quit looking at baseball during the regular season.
I tell you what's made it more interesting is them adding the extra playoff spots. Because it used to be you'd have a team with a 10-game lead, and there was no way to make the playoffs, but now you got 3 playoff spots. You got 8 teams vying for 3 spots, which helps to keep the interest in the game for sure. I think that was probably one of their better moves they made in a while in baseball for sure.
Yeah, well, when Sammy Sosa was going, when they were having the home run derby back there, I used to be a big baseball fan, and then all the cheating, all the accusations of cheating and all that stuff kind of came out. It kind of took away, and my deal is, I mean, how much shorter would he hit the ball if he was not but I do look at it during playoff time. So it's just about my baseball season, just about getting ready to start, Matt.
Yeah, well, Drew.
I tell you, Matt, tomorrow we get our inaugural college football picks tomorrow. We got a full slate this weekend.
Yeah, no, we got our picks tomorrow. Yeah, it's time, man. It is time. Hey, somebody offered me OU football tickets for the season. I looked and I said, man, what the hell's wrong with you? Why would you do? I don't want OU season football. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't. Did you tell him you don't want to be? You don't want to be in that type of greatness. If you want to be in mediocrity. I understand, man.
He's happy with mediocrity.
And mediocrity.
And now, so be careful, William. You have a Cornhusker on the other side of the deal. Y'all got to go to Lincoln.
Let me be honest with you. I tell people this all the time. By far, the best development coach in the state is Mike Gundy.
Yep.
He take one and 2 stars and make them 5 stars. For the past few years, we've been taking 4 and 5 stars, making them 1 and 2 stars. So I say that with when I give people a hard time, but man, I do respect the job that he's done in Stillwater. I mean, Norman is not a big city, but just its proximity to Oklahoma City makes it attractive. The recruiting.
What's your opinion of the new coach regime down there in Norman? What do you think? You like it?
I think he's brought some discipline. I mean, it's hard. I'm not one of those guys that jump on the bandwagon and off. I mean, I'm consistent all along. When I first graduated, I used to get my blood pressure up. Now I stay pretty consistent, but I think it's a good hire. I think he brought some discipline around. Joe Castiglione always. I think that was the biggest difference between Lincoln Riley and Mike Gundy was age. He was more mature coach. He wasn't trying. Gundy didn't spend time trying to be kids, and you know, and I think that's kind of what BB will bring to OU this year. Now, whether it pan out to win, at least I like the disciplinary approach. You know, we don't see a lot of kids getting in trouble. You know,
and I think they needed that. I think there was a lot of that nonsense going on down there that cost them games.
Yeah. And I mean, you look at Texas. I mean, hey, that's a place there that you know it can really, you know, when the kids become greater than the program, you know, it's going to be hard to build sustainability from that point on.
And now you got kids driving Lamborghinis down in Texas. Got a Lamborghini deal.
Oh yeah, yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's just unbelievable.
Hey, that sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen, doesn't it? Hey, this kid robbed that Lamborghini. You know, he was going 220 miles an hour. What do you think a kid's gonna do with that type of power?
Yeah, at 19 years old.
After he throws three picks and they get beat by 40 by Alabama, he's gonna get out that Lambo and wrap it around.
You know, I just got a funny feeling, Drew, this year that they may give Alabama a fight. I don't think they're gonna get beat by 40. You know, I just don't. This season doesn't feel like it's just like Nebraska and OU. I give that a toss up right now.
It's going to be a good game. That's that kid's first real game, real test on the road. I'll be sitting trying to see what Gabriel does in that game.
Right, yeah.
It's a big statement game.
Yeah, and so, you know, when I look at it, everybody's jumping on, you know, I go back and forth with Traber and stuff, and I'm like, man, I just don't feel like Texas is going to come out there and lay down. Now, they're probably
is that game in Dallas or is that game in Dallas or Atlanta?
I think it's on the road, isn't it?
I think it's in Atlanta. It's that kickoff classic or whatever it is at Mercedes. Mercedes.
I think Texas will wait to play us, and we'll spot them again. But I don't think we'll spot them by 21 this year. But you know, we'll give them a shot. But I'm hoping our defense. I would rather see us win some games 17-3 this year. So Matt, to answer the question, I would be excited if we win some games 20-0, 20-3, 17-10. You know, something to show some type of. You know, it's just so.
And that's gonna bode well down the road in the playoffs if they can show up and play defense in a playoff game.
Yeah. And so, you know, I think that's kind of the take or how I see it. But I am excited. I think it's a great time, great hire, and to have 70,000 people, 75,000 people at the spring game.
That was crazy. That was crazy, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah. So.
Well, Drew is taking the Nebraska corner because he says y'all getting an L when you go to Lincoln. That's what he said. Y'all putting the L on.
You got to go into it, you know, elbows out. We're ready. Come on.
Whatever, bro. Whatever. Now
it's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, we're going.
I guarantee you, it's gonna be a good time down there that day. That'll be a fun game.
On that, but right now it's still up in the air, you know. But what I do think
spread right now is OU -4.
By how many?
4.
-4.
4?
Yep, -4.
-4?
Yep.
I'll probably take that.
I think a lot of people will.
Well, Drew, you're taking Nebraska, aren't you, in the points?
I'm going to take the points. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a field goal game.
The only, like I said, the biggest decider will be if our defense, if our front line can put pressure on them. I think it can be. If we get a 2-score lead this year, I don't think that. And like I said, I'm going out on a limb. I don't think our defense will give up points like we did last year. You know, we made every quarterback look like a first-round draft pick. You know, the Tulane quarterback was projected to go number 2. You know, until he played the rest of the season.
And then that was the end of that, really.
Yeah. And I don't think they won a game the rest of the year.
No. I mean, I think he threw for of his 1,200 yards he probably threw for 800 of them against OU last year. You know, it was a.
And they damn lucky they didn't get beat that day.
Oh yeah.
I mean, wow.
So
well, like you say, we're a good school. We were so impressed with that defensive tackle. We brought him in to help us out this year.
that is hilarious. I love that.
What do you think about CT's kid getting the nod at Nebraska, getting the starting role?
Casey Thompson.
You know, Casey, I always like Casey. I've been knowing him since he was a little bitty kid. You know, it's accuracy. People underestimate the importance of accuracy. I mean, everybody talk about Spencer Sanders, but for that defense last year, you know, you guys could have had a totally different season. So I think with Casey, if they can give him time, and if his and if the run game can come through for him, I think he throws a beautiful deep ball. I don't think
I said the same thing. He's an upgrade from Martinez for sure.
Well, my deal is this. I don't know if he's gonna go. He's not gonna go 21-0 against y'all right off the bat like he did at Texas last year. I don't think that's going to happen.
No,
I don't think so either.
That was planned. We wanted to make the homeboys look good.
Oh my!
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you a funny story, Matt. I mean, about a third of the way through the quarter, we were in Dallas last year. About a third of the way through the second quarter, we got up and left and went. We said we just gonna go to a restaurant and look at it. Man, this thing is terrible. So by the time we got to the restaurant, it was about the middle of the third quarter, and we started to show a little life and movement. And by the fourth quarter, by the end of the fourth quarter, we were back in the stadium again.
Yeah, just out in the parking lot having a beer.
Yep. So you know, it was a funny game last year, but I think Casey Thompson, if his accuracy is there, if he can run and keep the defense honest, you know, it'll be a really good. But I am, you know, CT and his dad, I really like him and respect the job he's done with all his boys.
Agreed, 100%. Okay, now we're gonna finish this off. Let's talk about the Thunder schedule, and we're gonna get some predictions in. Because Drew, you didn't do this the other day, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I came up with 31.
33 wins.
I came up with 31 wins.
I'm going to bring it back down now. I'm going to go 25 since Chet's not there.
Well, what we're going to do is...
You said how many wins? 31?
What I did is, when the schedule came out last Wednesday, I did a show Thursday, and what we did is we went through the schedule, which is what we're going to go do now, and then we marked down who we thought they would win and lose based on what the team was last week. And the over and under is 25 and a half. And so,
right on it,
which I think is lower than that now. But but anyway, I came up with 31 wins as a maximum I could give them with the team that we had pre-Chet injury. So here we go. I'm gonna break up the schedule right now. The Thunder start off at Minnesota.
Loss.
Yep, loss.
Okay. LW. At Denver.
Loss.
Wow, y'all are like right there in concert together. Home versus Minnesota.
You say what? At home against Minnesota?
Minnesota, yeah.
I'm gonna give him another L.
Yeah. Minnesota's a young gun team, Matt. I mean, you know, man, they're not coming in protecting anything. So I'm gonna say that's an L.
Okay. Right now you have the Thunder. I have them beat Minnesota. I had them beat Minnesota. Now I don't know what's going to happen, but I think we'll see. Then we have the Clippers back to back at home.
I'll give them one
win out of that.
So,
yeah.
1 and 2. I mean 1 and 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean 1 and 1. Yeah, you're right. Sorry about that.
1 and 1. Then we go to Dallas.
Loss.
At Orlando at home.
That's a win.
Yeah.
Denver home.
Loss.
Boy, I think that's a loss. Denver's going to be healthy again this year,
Yeah,
too.
they'll be healthy coming in. Yeah, Michael Porter Jr. will be healthy. At Milwaukee.
Loss.
Loss.
God dang. It's looking ugly right now.
Unless Milwaukee's whole team
Yeah,
misses the
the
bus.
whole team is injured and in and out. I mean, we'll give them a chance.
Y'all are harsh. Detroit at Detroit.
Win.
That's a win. I'll give them a win, even though that's going to be close.
Yeah.
Milwaukee at home.
Loss.
Loss.
Let me see who else. Milwaukee at home. Toronto home.
Ooh.
Loss.
I'm gonna give them a win on that one.
New York. The Knicks at New York.
That's a loss.
Wow, you guys are just harsh on the Thunder. At Boston.
Loss.
Big a loss.
Big L.
Yeah. That's a cursive L. That's one of them cursive L.
Y'all are so wrong on so many levels right now. So wrong.
This was your idea.
I know. Well, we got to come up with it. At Memphis, the Grizz.
Loss.
And you know what?
We played them
Memphis,
tough.
I give them a loss. At home, I'll give them a win. I mean, Memphis is a young team too. I mean, they're going to be.
We played them tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Knicks at home.
I'll give them a win there.
Yeah.
Let me see. Denver home.
I'll give them back-to-back wins at home for the first time all year. Here we go.
Yeah.
And then you got the Bulls at home, which we play really tough.
I'm gonna give them a loss.
Loss.
Boy, you guys are hard, man.
They're not winning 3 in a row, Matt.
No, they're not. At Houston.
Oh, they can win that one. Houston's not very good.
What do you think, Will?
I'll give them a W there.
That's against who?
Houston.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You know what? Houston is I give them a win. I'm going to give them a win.
That's what I gave them a W. I gave them a win. Yeah. That'd be 3 out of 4.
Yep.
New Orleans at New Orleans.
Win.
Loss.
No, loss. I take that back. I had New Orleans. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard if everybody's back. Yeah, I'll give them a loss on that one.
Man, you guys are just San Antonio at home.
Oh. Who's on San Antonio's team now? That's a good question.
Yeah,
I may give them a win.
That one. I'll give them a W. I'll give them a W against San Antonio.
Minnesota at Minnesota.
Loss.
Drew?
What was that?
At Minnesota.
At Minnesota. That's another loss.
Well, right now you have 14 losses, and Drew, you got them at 15 losses. God dang, man.
Okay.
Atlanta. We'll do at Atlanta and at Memphis.
2 losses.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the reason why I say Atlanta improved itself.
Yeah.
You know, they got great shooters.
And it's at home.
If you rely on, and it's at home. I mean, and then of course Memphis just that little young team that's coming up, and it'll be tough. So
we played them tougher in here at Paycom than we play on the road against them. Cleveland and Dallas back to back.
Win and a loss.
Drew? Okay, I guess we lost him. Miami, Minnesota at home.
Loss and loss.
Oh, wow. Well, you harsh there.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, you know, I'm just thinking, this is what I'm thinking. I think that Minnesota got a taste of winning last year, and they've made a couple of good additions, so I think they've gotten stronger.
Minnesota and Miami, is that what you said?
We had Dallas, Miami, and then Minnesota, Memphis. He gave him 2 L's
I'm
against.
I'll give him one win out of those 3.
Okay, 1 out of 3.
Yeah. Probably against Minnesota because Minnesota beat them. I got Minnesota beating them out 4 times, so we'll give them 1 win.
Wow, you guys are just harsh on my Thunder, man, right now. Okay, then we have
Minnesota's a good team.
I'm telling you that little young gun team impressed me last year, man. I mean, watching them and Memphis go at it, that was a fun series right there, man.
I agree. Then we got Portland at home back to back.
I'll just say Portland back to back at home. I'll give them 1-1.
What about you, Drew?
Portland back to back.
Yep.
I'll also say they split that.
How close is that to All-Star?
We're going to December now. We're almost to December 31st.
Okay.
Then we have New Orleans and San Antonio to break out the end our 8-game or 7-game homestand. New Orleans and San Antonio, both home.
I think they may win. I'll give them wins on both of those.
New Orleans both at home.
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm gonna say they split them 1-1. They lose New Orleans and beat San Antonio.
And then of course at Charlotte.
Whew.
And I already know what the next one's going to be, so I'm just going to go ahead and mark an L on that.
I'll give them a sneaky win at Charlotte.
Yeah, I'll give them because I think Charlotte is about as inconsistent. That's the only team I think that's the Thunder. Yeah, so that's a win.
And then the next one is an L. We play Philly at home on New Year's Eve.
Oh, that's an L.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't even going to ask you. I just gave him an L. And then we come back.
I said unless we get Chet Holmgren back by the end.
Yeah, he's done for the year, so he ain't coming back. We don't see him until 2023, 24. Okay, then we come out in the first games against Boston.
Lost.
Boy, you guys are hard on the Thunder, man.
I'm just telling you, man. I think Boston's gonna be focused. They got a taste of the finals.
Boston's gonna be one of the favorites to win the title.
Yeah.
Okay, right now at the break, you guys, Will, you have them at 13 and 5, 10, 15, 22. And Drew, you have them at 11 and 24.
That's all right.
Wait, I'm sorry. You have them 11 and, let me see, that's 20. Yeah, 24. Okay, Orlando at Orlando.
Say that one more time.
At Orlando. At Orlando.
I'm gonna give him a win. Is that coming out of break?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll give him a win.
We'll give him an L. Coming out of the break, been drinking all weekend, got traveling for it.
Got all that bad food.
Whole team went all the way on vacation. Nobody made the All-Star team.
Well, no, we hadn't got to the All-Star break. This is just New Year's Eve break. The All-Star break is coming. Yeah. Okay. Washington at home.
That's a win.
Win.
Dallas.
Lost.
At home. It's at home.
I'm gonna give.
At home.
At home, I win. I'm gonna give them a win. I think they'll beat Dallas there. Win.
Yep.
I think Dallas will be resting players by the end.
Drew.
I got a loss at Dallas.
Miami, at Philly, at Chicago, at Brooklyn. Those 4.
Lost.
Lost. And Brooklyn, I'll give them a win. 1 and 3.
Wow. Okay. Then we have Indiana home.
I'll give them a win there.
Yeah.
Philly, let me see. We already did that. Indiana. Okay. Sacramento and Denver on the road back to back.
Sacramento, Denver. Win and a loss.
Yep. I'd go win and a loss.
Wow, man, you guys are coming now. Y'all coming a little bit around. Y'all are getting there on the Thunder. They may get to 25 wins. You guys are juicing them up a little bit. They may get to 25 wins. I'm hoping.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yep. Then we have Atlanta, Cleveland, and Golden State for a 3-game homestand. Atlanta, Cleveland, Golden State.
Atlanta, Cleveland, Golden State.
All at home.
Loss, one, loss.
Yep. 1 and 2. Loss, 1, loss.
So 2 L's.
Yes, sir.
Man, okay. Y'all are kind of getting close. I'm liking it a little bit more now. Y'all are getting kind of close to where we're at. Houston, at Houston, and then turn around 2 days later, 3 days later, and play them at home. So at Houston, and then home.
Let's split it. I'm gonna split it.
What about you, Drew?
Yeah, I'd do that. I'd split it.
Okay. Man, you guys are being generous to the Thunder. Okay, we're getting ready to come up on the break. Okay, we have Golden State, the Lakers, Portland, all on the road, back to back to back.
Loss.
God dang.
The triple L. I'm giving him the triple Lindy right there.
Yeah, the triple Lindy.
Oh, okay, Rodney Dangerfield.
There's only been one man in history able to finish that triple Lindy.
You guys are ridiculous.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Most people on the road, they don't even understand that reference at all. You got to watch that movie. Rodney Dangerfield.
Yes, sir.
Back to school.
Back to school. Okay, then we have New Orleans at home, and then Houston at home, and then we go to the All-Star game.
I'm going to give him 2 wins. I'm going to give him 2 wins.
Yeah, 2 wins and loss. I think they're going to start – people going to start arresting people.
Hey, look at you guys. 2 wins there. Hey, how about that?
Well, you got to realize that the All-Star coaches will be selected, the best records being set by then, so it's not no real reason for them to really put up a fight right there.
Okay, then we go at Utah and at Phoenix after the break. God dang.
Oh, loss.
Y'all are harsh. I had them 1 and 2. I had them beating Utah.
At Utah?
Yeah, because Utah's they're
no.
Then you got Sacramento back to back at home.
I'll give them 1 and 1 on that.
Drew?
I'll beat you. I'll go 1 and 1.
Then I already know what y'all gonna say. I don't even know what I'm saying. Then we got Lakers, Utah, Golden State in a 4-game home sweep. Lakers, Utah, Golden State. 4 games.
1 and 3.
1 and 3.
What about you, William?
1 and 3. That's what I said. Same thing. 1 and 3.
Boy, you guys are harsh. Phoenix, New Orleans, San Antonio, 3-game road trip. Phoenix, New Orleans, San Antonio, 3-game road trip.
Loss.
Phoenix, New Orleans, San Antonio. Loss, win.
I think they're gonna start. I think SGL be setting out by then.
God.
Man. I think Tank 23 will be going on by then.
You are harsh, brother. You are harsh. Okay, then we have Brooklyn at home. Loss. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Kyrie may not play. That might be one of his 60 games he don't play. So.
No, we don't have the ban on him here for the COVID, so he'll play here.
Yep. Drew, loss.
Oh, wait, I missed the team. Who was it?
At Brooklyn. Brooklyn.
Loss.
Yeah, Brooklyn at home. Brooklyn at home. It's a loss.
Yep.
At Toronto.
Ooh.
Man.
You know, I got to give Toronto. I think it'll be getting its second half of the season. Toronto got to make up some game. I'm going to say that's a loss.
Drew?
Yeah, I'm with William. I think SGA's hung it up by then, load management, and that's a loss.
Oh my God. Phoenix at Phoenix. Loss.
Loss.
I don't even ask what he might already know what he's gonna do. Okay, then we have a 4-game road trip. At the Clippers, at the Clippers, at the Lakers, at Portland.
Man. 1-3.
Yep. Loss, and win at Portland.
I think they're gonna win one of the ones against the Clippers, and then they'll lose to Portland.
Yeah. Then we have a home game, Stan. Charlotte and Detroit.
I'll give them wins. Charlotte and Detroit.
Yeah, 2 wins.
Two wins.
I think Michael will figure out how to be worse than the Thunder by that time.
Damn near, probably.
You guys are hard, boy. You guys are not. Y'all are not very nice. Okay, at Indiana.
Loss.
That's a loss. They're not winning 3 in a row.
Y'all are just wrong. L at Phoenix. I mean Phoenix at home.
Loss.
Last 3 games of the year. At Golden
Loss.
State. That's just okay.
Okay, who are they? They Golden State. We know that's a loss.
Golden State, Utah, Memphis.
Loss.
Loss. You're right. Yeah, Drew. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to make you wait your breath there.
Y'all are not right. Let me see. 29 was 1, 2. Let me see. 10, 20. Jeez. 31. Wow. Drew, wow. You have 55 losses, bro.
How many?
55 losses.
That's right on it. 26, 27 wins.
Yep, y'all are both the exact same thing. 27 and 55 is what y'all have them.
Hey, but that's gonna be the magic number to be number one, be in the lottery again next year.
And it's right on the over under.
Yeah, there we go.
And if we get in the lottery next year and get us a good pick, I think that the year after we could be good. This would be whether that be Shea Gilgeous' 4th year or 3rd year.
He'll have 2 more years. He's got 3 years left on his contract, so he'll have 2 more years on his contract after that.
Okay, yeah. I think that the kid from Arkansas blossoms this year. I think Chet Holmgren will come back strong next year. Can either be a stretch 4, maybe play a little 3. According to who we take in the deal, you got Shea Gilgeous and a good shooter, and we'll be all right.
Yep. Well, I tell you what, I like the Jay Will kid from Santa Clara. He shoots the mid-range really, really well, and he seems to play within himself, and he can shoot the 3. He just really doesn't do it a lot. The only people we have that love to shoot the 3 is Lou Dort, and which he thinks he's a player for whatever reason. I don't understand it. To me, you need to have Josh Giddey and him flip. He was the second lead scorer at like 18 a game. I said Josh needs to be 18 a game instead of 12 to 14. Lou Dort needs to be 12 to 14. They need to pull him in a little bit, trying to make him something he is not. And then you go ahead and then you have the development of Jay Will, and then you have Jalen as your center, and then you could put Chet as the 4 at that point.
Yeah.
So you could do Lou Dort, SGA.
They need a 6'7" playmaker. They need a guy that can go get buckets, that is durable. The guy from Duke would have been a perfect pick. But we talked about that, Matt. We knew he wasn't going to be there.
Nope. Drew loved Banchero from the very beginning. William,
who is that?
Banchero.
Oh, I love Banchero. He's a real. I think Lou Dort to play this season. I think they'll trade him and get rid of him by next season. Lou Dort just fell in at the right time when Thunder was going down. And he's been serviceable, but at the end of the day,
you know what he did, William, though, is he had a good COVID tournament when they played in that, in that tournament when they were playing all those games in lockdown. He played pretty well against Houston, if I remember correctly, Matt.
Yeah, he did.
Hit that shot at the buzzer. He had a nice little run right there, and then he fell off the face of the earth.
Well, he tried to
Yeah.
come back and turn into a 3-point shooter, shooting 31, 33% or something like that from three last year. And I'm going, dude, he's not a scorer. He's a defensive guy. Stop
Yeah.
trying to put him where he belongs.
Right. And Matt, he's not an explosive defensive guy. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, one of those guys that can just leave the ground and he's a good lockdown guy, but if you ever get a step on him, he's not that athletic where he can knock your shot out of the air, alter it, or a pesky guy that's nasty like Beverly. Beverly can get in your head by hitting your wrist and doing other little cheap things. So I think that's where that's kind of what I think was happening with Lou here over the next few years. I mean, over the next 2 years.
Right. Well, the whole thing is, to me, is that SGA has to average 25 to 26 points a game. He has got to be the guy that steps up and makes life easier for everybody else. Everybody doesn't have to force shots, don't have to we got to score because you have him taking the pressure off everybody else. And basically has to play within himself, and I don't know if he can do that.
No.
But he has to be able to play within himself. Poku, and I've said this all along, our scheme doesn't fit his style of play. He is a coast-to-coast guy, which I think Chet is too. Chet needs to be in a run-and-gun offense where you can run up and down the court, because if you try to do a half-court set, those guys can't play in a half-court because you can't take anybody off the dribble because you're too tall.
Right.
And
then when you have guys that can run the court like Antetokounmpo, I mean, it changes the whole game. Or Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, there's some nasty guys out there that can get up and down that floor. But I think, like you say, Poku. We have some strange choices that we've made.
Yes. We love European players, bro.
Yeah. Well, and everybody talk about, and like I say, I think Presti has done a great job, but I think he has some good misses we need to remember, too. I think if we would have had Tyson Chandler that year that he had Dallas win, we would be having a championship right now.
The whole thing is he went 9 years without getting one player who remained in the league, and I did that over all his draft picks. And, dude, it was ugly.
Yeah.
It was ugly. Yeah. It was ugly.
Yeah.
He drafted some guys who – Of the draft picks that he's picked since he's been here, I think there's only 8 of them that are still in the league, or something like that. Oh yeah, that's not very good.
That's got to be that is like crazy, man. I mean, when you think
years,
about that, I got to give him credit though. He got my money for a few years on season tickets, so he did build a good quality team. So
yep, he did. And we still have tickets, and when we go to the games, and Drew and I will go to a lot more this year along with Mark, and you definitely got to come up because
I'll come up. I just I didn't when pandemic hit, I just got rid of my ticket. It was perfect timing that they traded everybody because I probably would have had my ticket still when the pandemic hit. But no, I look forward to seeing how well they rebuild. Clay and the ownership team. They've shown the propensity to spend some money. So it'll be interesting to see how everything come out this year.
I agree. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it. And William, I will see you Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, just call me once you get here and get settled down, bro.
Yeah,
okay?
I think we're just going to drive over and meet you over at the Greenwood Museum.
Okay, sounds good, man.
I think we'll just meet you over there. So,
all right, you guys have a safe trip over, and I look forward to seeing you, brother.
All right, brother. I appreciate
Drew, have
you.
a good one, man.
Hey, man, good to talk to you. Be safe out there, and have a great time this weekend.
All right, and hey, with 2 minutes left in the OU Nebraska game, I'll either take that bet or turn it down, okay?
I'm going to call it now. Gabriel throws a pick six in the fourth quarter. Huskers win 23-20.
Oh,
all righty. Okay, we'll let you live with that.
All right, William, thank
man,
you, brother.
You guys have a good one. All right, take care.
That was my guy, William Tisdale, for the Wayman Tisdale Foundation.org, who are doing the Wayman Tisdale Golf Tournament this Monday. And let me pull that information up while I'm sitting here talking about it. I might as well pull it up so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. It's the Wayman Tisdale Tournament. They will have – Drew, he said they're going to have a guy with a prosthetic there, right, that they donated to him? I guess Drew is gone as well. They said they're going to have somebody there that has a prosthetic leg, and so that's going to be interesting to see them. And like I said, we will be doing the show live from the Hard Rock on that Monday afternoon. So that being said, I want to thank everyone for watching this edition of the Unpopular Hour Thunder Thursday. Of course, I had my guy William Tisdale and our guy Drew Henthorn of Husker Drew Picks.com. He's been on fire, 13-1 this week. He has just been rolling. So definitely go to his website at www.huskerdrewpicks.com and make some money off this guy because he is definitely rolling. So that being said, I want to thank everybody for watching this edition of the Unpopular Hour Thunder Thursdays. Hope it was informative. Appreciate your